What do you think about
with her social bullshit, just for the record.
what social bullshit?
Social bullshit.
Oh, my whole existence.
That's just a silly argument.
Okay.
We're done.
Why? Look at my stalker, the fake security guard, which is illegal, by the way.
Queer and trans people are being targeted. The Black Lives Matter sidewalk in Washington, D.C. being like torn out of the ground.
Well, I can't believe the hypocrisy, this joke of a reality TV show we call America.
So what do we do then?
CNN. Let me get your phone number. That's the move.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are in Austin, Texas, as you can see in the background at the Capitol, at the largest anti-Trump protest of Trump's second term. I don't actually know what this one is about, other than just this one is discussing hating Trump and being paid to be here by George Soros, but let's go see what's going on. Okay, so can you explain the sign?
Well, I'm originally from Germany, and you know the history of Germany under Hitler in the 1930s. And we're going down the exact same path now under Trump.
Well, I can't believe the hypocrisy, this fucking joke of a fucking reality TV show we call America.
So what do we do then?
CNN.
What do we do then? Like, what's the move then? What's the actual move? The action.
Baby. The move is let me get your phone number. That's the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else we gotta do, girl? We're all gonna die soon, so let's make babies.
So do you want to explain the sign? That's what brought me over here.
Self-explanatory. Elon is a problem and needs to go.
Okay. So you want him like fully deported?
We can't really. He's here legally, but they're deporting legal people anyway. So sure.
Okay. So first off, let's read your sign. Make America anti-fascist again. Okay. So what would you say is your overall purpose for being here? What inspired you to come and protest?
Generally, did you hear the earlier speaker who said, trans people are the canaries in the coal mine of democracy and human rights? Did you hear that speaker?
No.
So when we start to harm the most vulnerable people in our society, we all need to stand up. So nobody's coming to grab me off the streets and disappear me right now, but they're disappearing people who...
Are you worried about that?
Me? I'm worried about, yeah.
What do you think about
With her social bullshit, just for the record.
what social bullshit?
Social bullshit.
Oh, my whole existence. My whole existence. Girl, you're ugly as fucking old. What are you talking about? Anyways, do you think it's a good thing that he saved the astronauts from space recently that were stranded there?
No, that was
Why?
not necessary. We could have gotten them back. They waited for him, for whatever you call it, to get good press for Elon.
Well, Biden waited because he didn't want to give Elon the W.
Well, that may be. I don't know enough about it, but no, he wasn't necessary.
I just feel like you could give him just 1+1, even if you have 10 minuses. I mean, come on. We have to come together. It's like he saved astronauts. He saved their lives, though.
It wasn't necessary.
But they were stuck.
They were stuck because they chose to keep them there until Elon went and got them. Not necessary.
They were stuck there for like a year, though.
It wasn't necessary.
But why?
Lots of people.
They can't survive up there forever.
I understand. He's
They
not
had to
the
be saved.
only person who can go to space. That's just a silly argument.
Okay.
We're done.
Why? Hey, your personal data was stolen 9 months ago. Why are you just hearing about it now? Girl, it's way too late. The criminals are way ahead of you. Like you, I share a ton of my data with companies. It's inevitable in this modern age. But IBM says it takes an average of 277 days just to report a hack. And by then, your data has been flowing around who even knows where for months. That is why I use Aura, who is also today's sponsor. Aura monitors my social security number and personal data across billions of data points, like the dark web and court records, to spot potential theft really quickly. Plus, they've got up to $5 million in insurance in case anything ever goes south. And it's not just monitoring. Aura gives you a VPN with over 100 locations, a password manager, antivirus, and tools to block sketchy sites and data brokers from stealing and selling your info. Look, with breaches everywhere, your social security number might as well be spray painted on a wall. Haven't been hit by fraud yet? Okay, but why keep gambling? Aura makes it easy. Hit my link, aura.com/BlaireWhite, to get your 14-day free trial and see if any of your data has been stolen. Thank you so much to Aura for sponsoring today's video. And now, on to today's video.
This is our only hope. You understand? This right here, what are we gonna do?
When we have executive orders saying that there's only two genders when that's just biologically not true, then that's a problem. We can't be having laws that are based on fiction.
Can we educate people on how many there are?
How many what?
Genders.
Genders? Well, I am not a medical professional, but
Yeah.
lots of there's way more than two, and I can't speak as eloquently to many people about that, but I can't speak as eloquently as many people about that, but yeah, there's if you want to find the biological facts, it's possible. At least it was a week ago.
Right. What would you say is the worst thing? Like, if you had to nail down one thing Trump's done since the second term has started, what's like the worst thing that really brings you out here? If you have to nail down one thing.
One thing,
he's
still breathing.
I'm going to say checks and balances. They're dismantling the rules of the Constitution.
If the shooter was here in Texas, that some bitch would be dead right now. Because where he got shot, yeah, one little second. No, I'm just cut that
I
because
think
I'm
that
just
kid was
being-
set up. I honestly do.
I thought it was MK Ultra. But who did it though?
MK Ultra.
Government sanctioned mind control.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because they've separated so hard, faggots, blacks, Jews, Democrat, Republican. All they have to do is cut the power and we'll just kill ourselves. All they gotta do is cut the power. Take away internet, take away electricity, we'll kill ourselves in a month. There will be 30 million dead. Easy. I'm telling you. You don't think this is real? It is. People have lost their motherfucking mind. Like me.
So what's the shirt about?
Just what it says, make racism wrong again.
What do you think is happening that's racist that we need to stamp out, like right now?
All the illegal immigration that's going on.
I know we cannot have illegals in this country. It's fucking insane. It's insane.
I'm here today because I'm coming off the benches. I didn't expect to have to march again, but I'm here today to march for...
Is that a pussy hat?
Yes, pussy hat. I made 12 of them for the last march.
Oh, you made them. Okay, amazing. What's your biggest fear within the next year?
Our biggest fear within the next year is that we will become basically like Russia. We will lose all our individual freedoms, the freedom of speech, the freedom of free markets, the freedom of our education. Basically, unless you are exactly what Trump wants you to be, you will no longer be free.
The oligarchy has little dick energy. If you have to say you're rich that often, we know what you got going. Queer and trans people are being targeted. The Black Lives Matter sidewalk in Washington, D.C. being like torn out of the ground and just the symbolism behind all of that. Obviously, I have strong feelings about abortion rights. So,
Yeah, what's the sign say?
So it says free stuff, take it if you'll use it, and consider donating money to the National Network of Abortion Funds. And then on the back, I have Ralph Wiggum plus Mr. Burns equals Donald Trump.
Here's the problem, is that we have a bunch of oligarchs we don't even see, okay? Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk,
George Soros.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, they're big problems.
This is their grand plan. They've been planning this since the 50s. You know, they've been in all these think tanks. Let's take over. We're taking over the world. We're gonna, put women back in their in the kitchen. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Y'all have no rights. It's all white men, white race. Hell, Hitler and all that shit.
What would you say is the worst thing, if you had to nail it down to one thing? I know it's hard. One thing that he's done so far in office during the second term that you're like, this is the worst one. This is the worst thing. This is the peak.
The worst thing is when he started attacking our allies and when he pulled the support of Ukraine and sided with Russia.
You're from the Pride event, right?
Please don't engage. Please
Why
do not
though?
engage.
It's a public place. We're talking to people.
I know. I'm just advising. I'm not.
Wait, you're advising them not to engage with us?
Correct, Amando.
For what?
You know why? And do not engage
This
with
i-
the police. Don't engage with.
Look how crazy this person is.
Yeah,
This is a
he's
fan
a
of mine. Get
Trump
away from me.
anti-Trump.
Why are you still following me? Do you identify as a bully?
Oh my God, cuff me. I'm a conservative.
Yeah, everyone hated you. They thought you were psychotic. Anyways, have a nice day.
Thank you.
Oh my God, my stalker's here. Look at my stalker. The fake security guard, which is illegal, by the way. Which is illegal. Fake security.
Were you on? Are you like famous?
Known. No, I mean, it's a weird word, but sure, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Were you on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Okay, I reckon.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
When I was a little kid, I joined the military. I did 8 years service in the army. I'm saying good conduct, great. You know,
When you were a little kid.
Huh?
When you were a kid.
No, hold on. I'm not done. Wait, when I was a little kid, what you talking about?
That's what you said. You said when you were a little kid. I'm like, I don't know they let you join as a kid. That's all. You meant like 18?
No, because I don't remember what I said, really. But what I'm trying to say is, look, we don't have time for this crap. We're done.
What would you say is the worst thing about Trump's second term so far?
The worst thing? There is no one worst thing. The fact that it is the worst thing. Yeah, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos.
Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, and he has funded the Trump campaign for a very long time. So billions of dollars have been funneled into the Trump campaign by the billionaires, the oil executives who gave Trump $1 billion during the campaign. You give me the money and I will do your bidding. It's all geared towards oligarchy. And there's way more billionaires supporting Trump and funneling money into him, dark money that we don't even know about, than ever has happened under the Democrats.
Do you think we should condemn George Soros?
Not necessarily. I am not for big money in politics, period. Politics belongs to the people. It's the people's voice. It should never belong to the billionaires influencing votes.
Okay. Yeah, I was just like confused because like he funded the protest today.
Who, Soros?
George Soros.
Okay, I see nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's okay to fund it.
I was one of the paid protesters at the April 5th liberal protest. And so I just wanted to come on and talk about my experience, what I had to do to get paid, and how much I got paid. You couldn't wear anything MAGA. They also asked you not to wear red. So I just wore a black t-shirt and jeans. They said they would pay extra if you brought a sign. Anyways, I went on the march, and then at the end, I had to check back in, and that's when they gave me the questionnaire. And okay, the interesting thing is like you had to answer the questionnaire as if you were a liberal, and there were right and wrong answers. I got paid $100 for going to the protest.
So what do you think is the worst thing Trump's done so far in office?
Well, as a PhD in microbiology and molecular medicine, I think defunding any of the multiple NIH grants that several of my friends and colleagues are still on doing critical research on vaccinations, on communicable diseases, on cancer. I think that is absolutely going to have effects for many, many generations to come.
What do you think about the people who have a distrust with the vaccines because of COVID and all the politicization that occurred? Because I feel like that's something that people are having a hard time coming back from. I think that was like a culture-wide sort of trauma event, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So as someone who worked on the Pfizer vaccine, I think that...
Oh, you worked on the COVID vaccine.
I think that it is a messaging problem. The vaccine, almost every single vaccine that's ever come to market has been completely safe. That's why we have the FDA. That's why we have the NIH. That's why we have the CDC, is to make sure those things are safe. And if someone is scared of the vaccines, particularly a certain political group, maybe we shouldn't be defunding those particular institutions.
I want to see Trump impeached, Elon arrested, and, continue on from there.
What do you think Elon should be arrested for?
Well, he's done several illegal things. He's accessed files that he shouldn't. He is not an elected official. He is not even a appointed member of government. He says one thing and does another. So, yeah.
Is there anything you're particularly afraid of for the rest of the term?
Particularly afraid of? Yeah, I'm afraid that they're going to use any opportunity to, he's going to call out martial law.
There's way bigger things to worry about.
Wait, so were the drones, hold on, were the drones in December drones or UFOs?
You know what's so funny? Trump said he was going to tell us what they were, but he didn't. Douchebag.
Hold on, he kind of ate with that one, I have to say. He should have told us. And I'm done. I'm actually done. I was actually shocked how aggressive that one was. I was shocked to see the stalker again. Shout out to all the stars of this video. We're gonna pour one out for each of our dead homies. The first is the transgender grandmother who stalked me yet again. To the woman whose makeup was drier than the Sahara but had the nerve to critique mine. Shout out to the man who kind of ate, right? He chewed, he nibbled. Follow me on X, Instagram, follow my podcast channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.